Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Swift to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from.
Saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. Touchdown! Harrison Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Braxton Berrios on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is DJ Chark. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look? Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football, and that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and 5 now. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, Goff. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On 2nd and 1, Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets. The Jets at 5-8, 3 games under 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Goff now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Throwing on third, Goff. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bryant. After a pickup of 8, 4th and 2.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
Chopper.
At the 40-yard line.
Oh, he fakes a spike. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Goff. This is caught by Williams. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone.
Braxton Berrios on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
A 6-yard pickup.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield that turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good for the Jets. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. A give running right is Hall. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll run with Hall. A nice little juke. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Ball again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 94 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Hall running right. And some room to work. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 160 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Elijah Moore, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of... Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 75 yards. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Hall again on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 on a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's Hall again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
We love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Check. Alert. Opposite.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Okay, great.
Hall on a give up the middle. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now gone. St. Brown on the catch. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 75 yards. And the Lions strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they will take a knee here. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they take a knee.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Lions, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.